Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Headshot720 here, coming at you live on my PlayStation 4 from Battlefield 4, and I am playing a little bit of Conquest. They recently enrolled a new patch just today to help with the Conquest, because if you guys didn't know, Conquest is very laggy on PS4 and it's almost impossible to play. You get a error code 384878. I memorized it. But today I'm going to come with a review on my PS4 Battlefield 4 analysis kind of thing. And the first thing you kind of notice, guys, is it's at some moments extremely laggy, and it's really hard to tell what's going on. And I don't know, it's sometimes it's fluent and sometimes it's really not fluent. I mean, it's still going to be addressed in some upcoming patches, but until then, we're going to have to deal with some game crashes and some FPS drops as well. But an upside to having the PS4 is you get a 60 frames per second. Same on, I think it's Xbox One. You get 60 frames per second as well. The only other bad thing is it's an upscaled 720p, but for some reason it says it's in 1440 on my editor, so I don't really know. I'm not sure if it's in 720 or 1440 because I don't have the case for Battlefield 4 on my PS4, so I'm just taking a educated guess because Elgato is currently down. This is all recorded off my PS4, so if you guys are kind of wondering what the PS4 recorder looks like, it's all right here. So it looks pretty decent. It's a little dark sometimes. The I don't know, I forgot what it's called, but it gets kind of dark real quick, and there's a lot of silhouettes and stuff during the recording, but it's all right. I mean, it just all comes with trial and error, of course. And another thing I noticed, this isn't focused on the PS4 or Xbox One. Something I really don't like about Battlefield 4 in general is the ammo that you have for your vehicles. Like, you only get 5 tank shells, you get 30 rounds of 25 millimeter cannons on your helicopter, or you can get I think it's like 64 bullets on your LAV. And I don't like how they really arrange this. It's really a, no offense, a terrible idea, because if you're right in the middle of a heated battle and you're trying to take out a large amount of enemies, because on PS4 and Xbox One there's 32 people on each side. So if you're in a really heated battle and you're like all out of ammo, what are you gonna do? It's kind of a flawed mechanism. I think that they really should change it, because if, like I said, if you're in the middle of a heated battle and you're all out of ammo, what are you gonna do? I kind of liked how Battlefield 3 you had an unlimited amount of ammo, so you could shoot. I mean, I know there's some flaws to it, but there's more pros than there are cons to that certain concept of ammo and in your vehicles and stuff like that. But another thing that I'm going to talk about is the knives on Battlefield 4 and the sheer amount of customizable things you can put on your character and on your vehicles. Like, for your character, for example, on Battlefield 4, you can have like a machete, you can have a carbon fiber knife, you can have a trench knife, you can have a regular bayonet if you want. I mean, who would want to do that though? I don't know anybody. It's really cool to have a sense of immersibility with your knives and your guns and how much you can change it. It's kind of, no offense to this comparison, but it's kind of Call of Duty-ish, how you can change your camos and stuff. But hey, whatever, just how it is, because they're doing pretty well right now. And another cool thing is Battlefield 4, if I'm not mistaken, got competitive, well, best online competitive game. So congratulations to Dice, good job. It's a little cool that I'm playing a game that got a national reward or whatever, world award. It's pretty cool. But I do have to give it to Dice for all the bad things that are happening in Battlefield 4 on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. They are also doing a fairly good job on staying on top of it and fixing the problems that are emerging. I do have to give it to them. They did a pretty good job on this launch. It's a lot better than Battlefield 3 if you remember Battlefield 3. But I think they learned from Battlefield 3, and they're probably not going to replicate their mistakes that they made, and they're probably learning from because if you guys don't remember that, that was pretty bad. Like I remember on the beginning of Battlefield 4, PlayStation 4, you couldn't really even play any game mode really, and they fixed all the other game modes. Excuse me, except for Conquest until I don't know today, which is the 6th of December, and they finally rolled out a small patch. It's still not perfect. I can almost play a full game of Conquest, not quite yet. I always get my error code, but other than that, Dice has done a fairly good job. And another thing I wanted to bring up, this doesn't have anything to do about Battlefield, but if you guys don't know Wake Rider, I finally got to play a game with a Wake Rider, and we talked for a little bit, and it was very exciting to talk to a bigger YouTuber other than myself. I find it very cool that we got to talk about some Battlefield 3 stuff and learn a little bit more about him. I didn't get to record anything, but we did get to talk about some Battlefield 4 stuff on the PS4, and it was very interesting. Some of the things we talked about was like how the lag and you couldn't play a full conquest game and China Rising. For some reason on China Rising, I'm not sure if Xbox One or PC or Xbox 360 is having this problem, but when you are driving a tank or a AA gun, anything that has wheels pretty much, and you drive into I don't know, a plant or a small tree, your vehicle instantly stops. It's like a wall. You can't get past it. You're just like you're just flooring it, and you just can't move. And I don't know, and the maps are kind of funky. They're really big. It's kind of like Armored Kill. If you guys don't remember Armored Kill, it's very big. It's way too big, and the vehicles on it are very. There's a lot of vehicles, and some of them are just sitting in the spawn. I think there's a little. I mean, the vehicle amount's all right, but the map, the sheer size of the map, is so big that 64 people doesn't even cut it. And I tried to play Air Superiority, and this time it's all helicopters. It's no longer jets, which is pretty cool. And if you guys haven't even played Battlefield 4 yet, for the small audience that's watching this hasn't played it yet, just to let you know, if you guys are really enjoying the AC-130 on Battlefield 3, well, they really changed it, and the AC-130 on Battlefield 4 is almost useless. They've dumbed it down so much that it's almost, if even if you have it or you don't have it, it's useless. And another thing that we noticed is commander mode. Whenever you're on PS4 and you launch a cruise missile, or tomahawk missile, whatever you want to call it, it comes in a lot quicker than it does on PS3. I'm not sure about Xbox 360. It comes in very quickly, at least 15 seconds or less, depending on the map. But I've never seen it go past like PS3 times. You just like sitting there. By the time your missiles launched, the guy's gone. On this one, they've decreased the time and increased the time it gets there. So it's pretty cool how they've actually listened. And as you see right there, the knifing animation on PS3, PS4, and Xbox One are way better than it is on the old consoles. Old console. You don't get that FPS lag. I think it drops to like 21 FPS on PS3. I think on PS4 and Xbox One it drops to like 56 when you knife someone. Maybe around there, which isn't too bad. It's about like 4 frames off. You don't really notice it. PC, it all depends on what kind of insides of your PC has. And I got a question in my inbox a couple days ago, and someone was like, "Oh, what? Headshot. Why don't you like PC gaming? Why don't you like it? Why do you such a console fanboy?" And no, I'm not technically a console fanboy. I just prefer console gaming. I think it just takes a lot less than PC. You don't have to worry about viruses, malware, same thing. You don't have to worry about a GPU, CPU. You have to worry about your optical drive. You don't have to worry about all these things inside a PC. And then on the inside of a console, it's much easier just to plug it in and play. You can upgrade it, but it's still much easier to play. But PC does have more flexibility and you can do more things on it, and you can also have more customization on PC. So I'm not a console fanboy, so I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I just prefer PS4 and Xbox One. Sorry, I just have to go with console. And he said that PCs were around first. I don't know. I don't know where he got that from. I guess he's never heard of it. I don't know. He's never heard of Pong, or he's never heard of I can't remember the first console. Can't remember the name, but I guess he's never heard of him. So whatever. Hopefully he'll do a little more research on that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you drop a like, comment, or even a favorite if you feel that generous, and subscribe if you already have it. And until next video, guys, Headshot 720 out.